Want to know the link between inflammation and weight gain? Let's find out so you can change it. Greetings, I'm Joya, and I teach people how to cleanse through the mind-gut connection. In my videos, you will learn how to cleanse emotional dissatisfaction from your brain-mind and to cleanse physical colon dysfunction from your gut-mind. What is that connection between inflammation and weight gain? It is a cellular response taking place inside of the body that causes an individual to crave comfort foods in the form of a high animal fat diet. What qualifies me to talk about this subject? I am a national board certified guided colonic therapist. Since 2002, I have been working with clients to help them relieve colon pain and to restore their gut function by cleansing through the mind-gut connection. My clients are super excited because they become empowered to manage their emotional health and to design a better quality of life. I will leave a link in the description for you to check out some of their testimonials. Let's start with that cellular response taking place inside of the body. Our bodies are equipped with nerve cells, hormones, signaling molecules, receptors that facilitate the bidirectional communication taking place between the brain mind and the gut mind. For me, it all starts with perception. An individual will experience an event that triggers a thought, and they will label that event as stressful, which causes a cellular response showing up inside of the brain mind as well as the gut mind. With the sessions that I have administered with clients over the years, I noticed that that signal causes colon dysfunction inside of the body in the form of constipation, IBS, abdominal pain, and the like. This in and of itself creates additional stress inside of the body. On the brain-mind level, this signal causes a person to reach for comfort foods. The comfort foods will help them to assuage the emotional pain and lessen the effects of stress. They have a tendency to reach for diets that are high in animal fat. They also lack plant diversity and they are full of chemicals and or preservatives. Foods that are associated with a high animal fat diet are fatty cuts of steak, pork, lamb, dark chicken meat like legs and thighs, chicken skin, dairy, processed meats like cold cuts, foods that are deeply fried, and fast foods. Now I have a question for you. What is your favorite comfort foods that you reach for when you are feeling stressed? Recently, I had the opportunity to read The Mind-Gut Connection by Dr. Emerin Mayer. And in his book, he references animal studies and really details the process of the association between a high animal fat diet, inflammation, and weight gain. I encourage you to grab the book and increase your knowledge. Essentially, a person consumes a diet that is high in animal fat. This increases the number of inflammatory molecules in the blood and circulating throughout the entire body. This inflammation causes a series of signals to take place in the form of a cellular response within the body, having an impact on the satiety hormone. The satiety hormone regulates the body's appetite. It sends a signal to the gut that the body is full and no longer needs to consume food. The gut sends a signal to the brain that it is time to stop eating. However, because of the number of inflammation and signaling taking place inside of the body, the satiety hormone is weakened. It no longer sends a signal to the gut that it is full. The gut cannot send a signal to the brain, and the person is left to their own vices. This person cannot feel that they are full, they will continue to reach for comfort foods in the form of a high animal fat diet, which will help them to assuage their emotional pain, but eventually it will lead to weight gain that ultimately spells obesity. Just to be clear, inflammation is a signal inside of the body in the form of swelling, heat, or pain that is notifying the body it needs assistance with healing a particular area. Now, let's recap that connection between inflammation and weight gain. It starts with perception, and it leads to a thought that labels the event as stressful. This stress causes a cellular response inside of the body on the brain, mind, and gut mind levels. Inside of the gut, a person may experience colon dysfunction in the form of constipation and IBS. On the brain mind level, this person will reach for comfort foods in the form of a high animal fat diet. This consumption turns into inflammation inside of the body that dampens the satiety hormone. The gut does not receive notice it is full, therefore it does not send a signal to the brain, and it leaves an individual to their own vices, causing the individual to overindulge in a high-fat diet, leading to weight gain and obesity. Now that you understand this connection, let's talk about your ability to reverse this condition and live a better quality of life. For my clients, I have introduced a 4D plan to help them to have success meeting their goals. At the foundation of this 4D plan is step number 1, the employment of direct hydration. There are 3 types, and I encourage you to stay on the lookout for my direct hydration video that will talk about the 3 types. I use the 3rd type, which allows for cleansing through the mind-gut connection. My clients are cleansing the colon dysfunction at the same time cleansing the emotional dissatisfaction. This simultaneous cleanse leads to my client feeling so much better on the inside by relieving that colon dysfunction, and they're able to address the emotional issues, which allows them to change their perception and take on a new perspective about that stressful event. This person will change the label associated with that event. Thereafter, it loses its power to create mind-gut dysfunction. This success drives the behavior to step number 2, which is diet diversification. When a person feels good on the inside, it's so much easier for them to reach for good foods on the outside. A person that is trying to sustain these good feelings will reach for a lean diet in the form of lean fish and poultry like salmon, sardines, turkey, and a lot of plant diversity, as well as dark foods that will support the reduction of inflammation like beets and cherries. Step 3 is to do exercise. Exercise is essential when it comes to relieving stress, reducing inflammation, increasing brain function, and increasing gut movement within the body. Step 4 is to develop a lifestyle habit. Clients will take steps 1 through 3 and create a lifestyle habit. Once a client is able to manage their emotional health and to clear the colon dysfunction, they are committed to sustaining those good feelings on the inside. Now it's time for you to take action. First, inventory your emotions. Is it possible that you may need to change your perception for a better perspective? Inventory your diet. This will help you determine if it is time for you to make changes. Make sure you grab my gut hydration guide. It will increase your understanding of the direct hydration process. Subscribe to the channel, click that bell notification so you can receive notice anytime I have a new video. And share the video. There are so many people suffering, and you could be that one person to make a difference in someone else's life. I'm Joya, and I'll see you again in the next video.